So what is going on, everybody? If you're noticing that I have a lot of videos today, it's because it's my off day. I had a little vacation. I'm going to be getting back to work pretty soon, so I won't be making too many videos. So I'm doing a lot of short content videos, trying to respond to the people in my comment section. And one of the most important things that I want to talk about is the hidden racism amongst passport bros. Listen, there's an actual, and this is serious, this is an actual hidden racist colonialist idea in passport bros, and it doesn't matter what color you are. Some people will say, well, I'm not white, even including the black ones. They will act like the white counterpart. This is not the 1500s. I have seen this as a pattern, not just with me, not just with amongst Colombians and also, but I have seen it with other countries as well. I have seen passport bros act the same way with a certain detestable behavior in Brazil, in Panama, in Costa Rica, Thailand. Basically, the problem is this: they will be nice and they will pretend to care about the country that they're in, with all the supposed excuses in the world that they want to see a different culture, that they want to experience love, they want to do something different. But in the end, they see us secretly as beneath them. They do not care about our cultures. They do not care about our languages and our traditions. They do not care about our histories or anything else. To them, we are just toys for their amusement, for their pleasure, to satisfy themselves. Because as soon as something happens, like what happened in Colombia, what they're stopping a mass sexual tourism of these men, okay? All of a sudden they start attacking us. They start attacking me. They start attacking our women. That we are the worst of society, coming up with all these strange lies, talking about how, there's mass women who are have children and are fatherless, children with fatherless households, and they make you want to seem like there's prostitutes in every street corner and everything else. And not just with me, I've seen it happen in Brazilian channels, because I can read Portuguese very well. I understand it. I'm able to speak it, but I understand it very well because I've had Brazilian girlfriends. I understand Portuguese. I just can't speak it. And the horrible things that they will say in Brazil, same thing, that you're the dirtiest nation that there is, that you hurt your own people, feminicide and everything else. Only then, that's when it comes up. But before that, they're smiling to you. They'll be your best friend. They want to hang out with you. But the moment that you don't, that's when they change. And I've seen this happen in relationships as well. I cannot tell you how many friends, female friends, that I have had, that the women have complained to me that the quote unquote gringo boyfriend, okay, because it's not a boyfriend, he's basically using them. When they get into an argument, they start calling them a third world 4-letter word, and that she's always going to be a third world 4-letter word. And I cannot tell you how many times that I have seen that women who have gone to the United States to be with a man from a different country, and he mistreats them and he abuses them, they will be manipulated. If telling them that they will take away the passport, telling them that they're a 4-letter word, okay, from the third world, and that that's the only thing that will ever become in the entire lives. Don't you think that is a form of abuse? That is very abusive. And this is a hidden form of racism. This is basically the new colonialist. This is not but because this is not the 1500s, because there are people in my background, because this is not the 1500s, okay? Us people have the ability to read the internet, and we're able to stand up, and it hurts the little feelings. So how do they react? They react like little children. They throw temper tantrums. They'll accuse us of having the most horrible society, that we're so violent, that we have DRUGS, that we have feminicide, that we are terrible fathers or terrible mothers. And my question to you is this: if we're such a horrible country, if Colombia is such a horrible country, if Brazil is such a horrible country, if Thailand is such a horrible country, then what are you doing there? The reason why you're there is because you're there to satisfy your sexual urges. How many times have some passports come and tell me, oh, that's what I'm not. The majority are sex tourists. The news have reported on it. There's documentaries in Spanish about it. There's documentaries in English about it. Everybody knows what you are. Okay? And it is a form of abuse, because these are men who go to other countries that are poor and don't have the same economic power. Because if Colombia had the same economic power, 9 times out of 10, 99% of these women would not be paying attention to these type of men. Okay. And these are people who are sad people. They don't have the ability to communicate. They don't have the ability to have meaningful relationships. And quite a lot of them are not normal. I'm not saying not all of them, but quite a lot of them are not normal. This is not normal behavior. Okay. Throwing these little temper tantrums and becoming extremely aggressive. And sometimes when they take the women, they become abusive to these women, physically, mentally, emotionally. I know how many times have I heard these stories? I can tell you many stories. And this is the reason why I have an issue with Passport Bros. Colombia se respeta. You respect Colombia. Respect my fellow countrymen as countries as well. Brazil, Costa Rica, including Panama. Even though Panama sometimes in Colombia we have a little beef going on. You know, if you know the whole Chill Capo situation, you know. All right. So yeah, this is Ray Condor signing off.